Hi, so today's video is going to be a little bit different. As you can tell from the title, I got hacked. And not only in my social media accounts like Instagram and Facebook, but also my email, my website was hacked, my money account like TransferWise was also hacked too. So if you're a content creator, a business owner, or just anyone who has an online presence, this video will be useful for you. I'll share what to do when you get hacked and how to prevent it from happening. And I wanted to make this video because it might help someone save a lot of their time, their energy, and a lot of their money in the future. Hi, I'm Jojo. Welcome to my channel, Traveling Petite Girl, where I talk about my life as a wife, a content creator, and a business owner. Sometimes I talk about personal development, sometimes I talk about blogging and taking photos, and other times I just talk about anything I feel like food. So if that's something you're interested in, please subscribe to my channel and you'll get tons of more videos like this. So let's talk about how I got hacked. So I remember heading over to Instagram on my computer looking for certain wedding dress designers and realized that I was logged out of my account. And when I tried to log in, it said the username Traveling Petite Girl didn't exist, and I was like, that's weird. I also typed in my email for Instagram to send me an email about resetting my password, and it said the email didn't exist either. So I thought that was really weird. So I went on my phone, went on Instagram, I was logged out over there. So I went on my personal account and looked at the people I was following because I follow my Traveling Petite Girl account there and found out Traveling Petite Girl has actually been switched to an account called Snowfleekers. And the bio said, yeah, I like snow. So that's when I knew I got hacked. And at this point I was like, why didn't Instagram send me an email notification that my password changed, my email changed, and even the phone number connected to account changed? And just as I was thinking that, I get an email notification from Facebook asking to reset my password. So I go on Facebook, reset the password myself before that person, whoever had access to it, could change the password. I set up the two-factor authentication because I didn't have that set up. And then I get another notification from Teachable asking to reset my password too. And I was like, kind of misleading because I make money through Teachable and I was scared that this person might be redirecting the money that I earned into their account. So back to Instagram, I wondered why I didn't receive any emails about my account info changing. So I searched Instagram into my search bar in my email and found out that I did get the emails, but they were in my deleted inbox. So I found all the emails from Instagram saying that my password changed, my email changed, and my phone number changed. And within one of those emails, I can click a link to reverse that. So I went ahead and did that and was able to get my Instagram account back and had to change the name Snowfleekers into my name because for some reason I couldn't switch it back to Traveling Petite Girl for another 14 days. And until now, it's still not back yet, but hopefully I can change that back tomorrow. After that, I go back to my deleted inbox just to see if there were any other deleted emails that this person may have deleted, and I found out they actually had access to my TransferWise account. And in that email, I find out that there was a canceled transaction of $500 worth of Indonesian rupiah being sent to someone. I don't know why it was canceled. Maybe it was canceled by the hacker. Maybe after that hacker tried to send money to themselves, they realized that their money and account info would have been found there. So when I went to my TransferWise account to look for that info, none of it was there anymore. I guess the person may have deleted all that info, but I'm just glad that the money didn't send. And if it did, I would have called my bank to have that canceled. So I changed my password and set up two-factor authentication on TransferWise and do it on all my other accounts that were really important to me. And for a few hours, nothing happened. So I was like, okay, this is probably the end of it. Let me share it on Instagram and share what happens and maybe people can learn from it. And then I get another email notification of someone trying to hack into my Instagram again. So I had to go back to my email on Instagram, get my account back, and do the whole thing all over again. At that point, I decided to delete all the stories I made about the hacker because it's still happening and I don't want this hacker to get more info about me. Even in making this video, I'm still a little bit cautious, just in case they might be watching, but I just wanted to help you guys make this video. So up until this point, I was wondering how this hacker got access to my info. Like, how did they find out the password to my Instagram account, and maybe they found everything from there, and like how did they have access to my email? And I was like, wait, my email. So whoever had access to my email probably had access to my Bluehost account. And then because I was like so stressed and a little bit confused, I didn't realize that this person had access to my email and could actually kick me out of my own email. That's why they were so successful in kicking me out from these other accounts and hacking into it, because they had access to my email. Next thing I know, they gained access to it and changed the password, so I lost access to my email. And this routine of me kicking them out of my email and then kicking me out just kept repeating and repeating. And then I realized that no matter what password I changed it to, I even used a strong password generator. And then that's when I realized they actually had access to my Bluehost account. And I didn't realize this until I checked my website and found that it was defaced. They completely wiped out everything and left a message over there, which is what you'll find over here. At that point, I was like, okay, this is like the last straw, but at least I know the source of how they got all this info. So they must have hacked into my website, and from there they can hack into my email, and just from my online presence they can find out what my other accounts are. So I called Bluehost, my web hosting provider for my website, tell them I got hacked. They sent me over to their security team, and they basically said, okay, we can go through your website, replace everything, especially since I have a backup, and scan all the files in my website for any malware. So I just went ahead and did that. It costed me like $300 to do that. But apparently they said with hackers, if they're able to hack into your website, it's more than likely to be hacked into again. And also that hackers are lazy and they'll continue to use bots to try to hack into the website. And it will take several failed attempts for this bot to stop working until they find another website to hack into. So if you have WordPress and you have a bunch of plugins, the more plugins you have and the more outdated they are, the more risk you have. I don't know how these hackers do it, but they do it through these plugins, and the security team told me, make sure not to set up automatic updates for your plugins so that every time I update them every week, I consciously know which plugins I actually need and which ones I don't. And he also said to delete every other plugin that I don't use. And with my website Traveling Petite, I'm very particular about the plugins I have, and I delete the rest I don't need because I feel like they slow down my website if I have too much going on. And then I realized I had these other websites on my account that I don't use at all. They were just like dummies and demos, and they're just sitting there for years. So it's possible that I got hacked through those websites as opposed to Traveling Petite Girl. But I mean, I don't know. So if this is you, make sure to find out the source of where this hacker could be coming in from. For me, I thought it was initially through Instagram and then maybe Facebook, and then I didn't realize that with all my other accounts that people couldn't have known that I have accounts in these websites. They actually had access to my email and then my website. So when you find out that source, make sure to immediately contact support or customer support from that website or that app, and then hopefully they can get back to you. If you do get hacked in like Instagram or Facebook, they are very bad with customer support. I don't know how soon they can get back to you if you do get hacked. I even had a hard time trying to report my account just because I couldn't find out where to do it on the Instagram app. And I found out that this person is from Indonesia because from the emails I got from Instagram, Facebook, and from Teachable, it said like, oh, someone is trying to get access into your account from Surabaya, Indonesia, which makes sense because they're also trying to send money in Indonesian rupiah. So hopefully from there, once you contact support, they can help you with that. I don't know what the steps would be after that, but for me, through Bluehost, through my web hosting service, I had them install SiteLock, which pretty much just scans my website files for anything that's like malware. And they also used the latest backup file to replace my website and remove the defacement message. Another thing that the security team told me was that these hackers, it really doesn't matter what kind of presence, online presence this person has. It doesn't matter if they have 5,000 pages on their website or if they have one page in a static blog. They will hack into anything that's easy. And usually what they'll do is deface the website and leave a GIF there that says like whatever, or leave a message saying that, oh, looks like your website isn't secure. And the security team also said like about 30 to 40,000 websites get hacked every day. So it's not uncommon for it to happen. So I just happen to be one of those websites. So there are a few things I learned about preventing this from happening. Definitely use a strong password for your account. I like to use a strong password generator. There's this website over here that's really great. You can choose how many characters and what kind of symbols or what kind of characters you want in it. And then after you choose your strong password, make sure you have different strong passwords for all your accounts. My mistake was that I had the same password, the same not so secure password for for most of my accounts. I guess I'm just kind of lazy, so I'll just type the same password for everything and so that I have access to it as opposed to like forgetting what my password was. The next step is, because you have so many passwords, it's pretty much impossible to remember everything. Use an app to store your passwords. The one I use on my phone is called 1Password. It looks like this. There are tons of other apps that you can use. This is just the one that I use and it works for me. Basically, you need to set up your master password to have access into the app. And then from there, you can save all your logins, your security notes, everything that you just want password protected. And through this app, I can actually back up all my passwords and secure notes through Dropbox, and it'll encrypt the file, so if anyone tries to open it, it's just a bunch of mumble jumble words, or I don't even know, I never even opened it. But at least I know that my passwords are saved somewhere in case my phone gets stolen. And the next thing to do is make sure that for every account you set up two-factor authentication. What this means is that every time you log in, it'll send a message to your phone or your email asking you to use the code that they sent to you to log in, just to make sure that you're actually the person who's trying to log in. And depending on the website or app, you can also use an authentication app on your phone where only you have access to these certain codes that the app will create. And you can use that code to log in. And from what I heard, Microsoft said this is much better and a lot more safer because emails and text messages to your phone can be intercepted, which I completely agree with because this person had access to my email, so they were able to change all my passwords and kick me out from these different accounts. And after I set up two-factor authentication on these other accounts that I had, the hackers stopped trying to get into those accounts. Next is, if you have a WordPress website, make sure you go through your plugins, delete any plugins that you don't use. As suggested by the security team of Bluehost, don't set up automatic updates for your plugins, just update it yourself. Create a weekly reminder where you update the plugins yourself so that you actively know which ones you're actually using and which ones you're not. And if you ever do install WordPress plugins, make sure it has a lot of great reviews and also make sure it has been updated within the past year. Anything that was updated more than a year ago should be a no-no because that's a high security risk for your website if you do install it. Next is, if you have your own website, make sure to set up an SSL certificate. If you're with Bluehost and you're on the basic plan, you already have an SSL certificate for free, so make sure just to turn that on. And then when you go to your website, reload it, check if you see the lock, and then if you see that symbol, like on Google Chrome you see it, that's when you know that your site is secure. So I had that actually set up way before I got hacked. But didn't realize that for some reason, even though I had the certificate on, I still didn't have that lock symbol on my website. They suggested I use a WordPress plugin and to force that HTTPS, that S part is very important, to force that URL whenever people enter my website. That way it's actually secure. So I installed a plugin, Simple SSL. I think that's what I remember. If it's not, this is what it is over here, and got that installed. So yeah, that's my experience with getting hacked. And those are my tips on what to do when you do get hacked and how to prevent it from happening to you in the future. If you have any sort of online presence, whether you have a website or not, just like even social media, an Instagram account or Facebook, use two-factor authentication. use strong passwords and use different passwords for every account. Don't be like me. Don't be lazy about it. Your identity is very important to you. So that's it for this week's video. I just wanted to share my experience with that and have a bit more talky because you can tell in like my other videos I read from a script, and just wanted to share and create a video that was just as helpful and just as valuable, but doesn't take so much production and a lot of time to make, because the other videos do take a lot of time. So I'm just like giving myself a mental break, especially after all this crap. So thank you for watching. Please like this video if you learned anything new about getting hacked or just preventing yourself from getting hacked. And subscribe to my channel for more tips like this. My name is Jojo. This is the Traveling Petite Girl channel. I also blog at travelingpetitegirl.com, and this is where I just share my life as a wife, a content creator, and a business owner. I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime, you can check out my website, travelingpetitegirl.com. Follow me on Instagram. Right now it's Johanna LaBeouf, but hopefully by the time I upload this video, it will be at Traveling Petite Girl. So go ahead and follow me there for more behind the scenes. And if you want some free resources like Lightroom presets, calendar templates, a digital planner, all the info will be in the next clip, and I'll see you in the next video. Dankeschön. Tschüssi.